Good morning students. Today we'll start with the new lesson, that is lesson number 18 from your textbook, ecosystem. First we will see the definition or the meaning of ecosystem. What does it mean? Ecosystem means the world around us is made up of living and non-living factors. Living things or the living factors are called as biotic factors, while non-living are called as abiotic factors. Okay, that we know. These we have studied in the previous standard also. Living things or the living factors, they are called as biotic, while non-living things or the non-living factors, they are called as abiotic factors. Okay, and the world, it is made up of living and non-living things, right? Means biotic and abiotic factors. There is a continuous interaction between these living and non-living factors. Living organisms and their habitat means the place or the environment where the plants and the animals, they naturally grow or lives. That is what habitat. Environment are correlated with each other. So living organisms and their habitat or the environment, they are correlated with each other. Okay, so this is about ecosystem. Okay, the living and non-living organisms or living or non-living factors, biotic and abiotic factors, they are interdependent on each other. There is a continuous interaction between them, right? Now the next is, an ecosystem is all the living things from plants and animals to microscopic organisms that share an environment. Okay, so they share an environment. That is what ecosystem. The structure which is formed due to this reciprocal relationship is called an ecosystem. So this structure is called as ecosystem. Biotic and abiotic factors and their interaction form an ecosystem. Biotic means living and abiotic means non-living. So living and non-living factors, they are interdependent and their interactions form an ecosystem. Now this picture shows components of ecosystem. Okay, in detail now we will study each component of ecosystem. Okay, as we can see, just now we have seen the definition for ecosystem. It is made up of biotic and abiotic factors, okay, which are interdependent. Okay, so abiotic factors, as we know, they are non-living factors, and biotic factors are the living things or the living factors. Okay, so ecosystem, it is divided into abiotic and biotic factors. Biotic means living factors and abiotic means non-living factors. Now as we can see here, abiotic factors, they are further divided into two types, physical and chemical. Abiotic factors means non-living factors, they are further divided into physical and chemical. Now we will see under physical, air, water vapor, minerals, soil, sunlight. It comes under physical abiotic factors, right? Now chemical factors are further divided into two types. They are inorganic substances and organic substances. In chemical, they are further divided into two types, inorganic and organic substances. Okay, once again we'll see this part. Abiotic factors, they are further divided into two types, physical and chemical. Under physical, air, water vapor, minerals, soil, sunlight, it comes under physical. And under chemical, it is further divided into inorganic and organic substances. Okay, now which are the inorganic substances? See, the examples are given. Inorganic substances: hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, calcium, iron, potassium, sodium. These are all inorganic substances. And organic substances are proteins, carbohydrates and lipids. Okay, so these comes under organic substances. Proteins, carbohydrates and lipids. Okay, so this is about what abiotic factors we have seen, right? Now we'll start with biotic factors. I hope you are clear till here. Once again we will repeat this. Then we'll start with biotic factors. Now ecosystem is divided into abiotic and biotic factors, non-living and living factors, right? So abiotic factors, they are further divided into physical and chemical. Abiotic factors are further divided into physical and chemical. Now under physical, air, water, vapor, minerals, soil, sunlight, it comes under physical. Okay, physical factors. Now under chemical factors, it is further divided into inorganic substances and organic substances. Now which are the inorganic substances that we know, like hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, calcium, iron, potassium, sodium? These are all inorganic substances. And under organic substances, it is proteins, carbohydrates and the lipids. Lipids means the different hormones or the vitamins which are present. Okay, so this is about organic substances. Now we'll start with biotic factors. Now which are the biotic factors or the living factors? Now as we can see here, biotic factors, further it is divided into producers, consumers and decomposers. Now producers means what? Autotrophs, which makes their own food. Okay, that is producers, like plants. Now the next one is heterotropics. Heterotrophic means the animals. Yes, they are also called as consumers, which depend on producers for their food. And the last one, that is decomposers, are all the microorganisms or the microbes, okay, which decompose the remains of dead organisms or the dead things. That is what decomposers. So biotic factor, that is living factor, it is divided into producers, consumers and decomposers. Okay. Now under producers, plants. Then under consumers, it is animals. And under decomposers, it is microbes or the microorganisms. Now animals, further it is divided into primary consumer, secondary consumer and tertiary consumer. Animals, it is further divided into primary, secondary and tertiary consumer. Okay. Now these also we have studied in the previous standard. Primary consumers, secondary consumers and the tertiary consumers in food chain, right? I hope all of you remember this. These we have studied in the previous standard in food chain, right? So this is about biotic factors. Okay. Once again we will see biotic factors. Biotic factors are further divided into producers, consumers and the decomposers. Producers means the plants which make their own food. Consumers are the animals which are dependent on producers for their food. And the decomposers, okay, which decompose the remains of dead organisms. Okay, that are microbes or the microorganisms. Now animals are further divided into primary consumers, secondary consumers and the tertiary consumers. Okay, so these are the components of ecosystem. Now we'll start with the next part. Structure of an ecosystem. Living organisms need different types of abiotic factors and they have different capacities to adapt, to adjust with those abiotic factors. Some microbes need oxygen while others do not. Some plants need more sunlight while others grow well in shade. So now we'll start with the next concept, that is, just now we have studied about components of ecosystem. Now we'll start with structure of an ecosystem. Living organisms means biotic factors, they need different types of abiotic factors and they have different capacities to adapt or to adjust with those abiotic factors. Some microbes need oxygen, others and while others they do not need oxygen. Some plants need more sunlight while others they grow well in shade. Okay. Each and every abiotic factor, in bracket the abiotic factors are given, that is air, water, soil, sunlight, temperature and humidity. Humidity means the concentration of water vapor in the air, which is present in the air. Affects the biotic factors in the ecosystem. Each and every abiotic factors means non-living factor like air, water, soil, sunlight, temperature and humidity. It affects the biotic factors means the living factor in the ecosystem. The abiotic factors in an ecosystem decide which biotic factors will survive in it and what will be their number. The abiotic factors means the non-living factor in an ecosystem. It decides which biotic factor means which living thing will survive in it and what will be their number. The proportion of abiotic factors in an ecosystem is always changing as biotic factors use or excrete abiotic factors. The proportion of abiotic factors, the proportion of non-living factors in an ecosystem is always changing as the biotic factor, as the living thing use it or excrete the abiotic factor. So their number or the proportion, their proportion, it is depend on the biotic factor. Okay, the use or the excretion of biotic factor. Every biotic factor affects abiotic factors as well as other biotic factors. Every biotic factors means every living thing, it affects abiotic factors, the non-living factors as well as other biotic factors around it. Every living organism in an ecosystem plays a particular role while living, moving in that ecosystem. So every living organism in an ecosystem plays a particular role while living, moving in that ecosystem. So every living thing, it plays a particular role while living or moving in that ecosystem. So this is about structure of an ecosystem. I hope we are clear till here. Okay, once again we will recollect or we will revise what we are learned. We have started lesson number 18, ecosystem. In that we have started with the definition for ecosystem. Then we have seen the components with the help of components of ecosystem. We have seen the different, or we have studied the different components of ecosystem. After that we have started with structure of ecosystem. I hope you are clear till here. Okay, so today we'll stop till here. In the next session we will start with the next concept. Thank you so much.